Hello everyone, welcome to EduTerrain and a warm good afternoon to you all. Yes, so hope you all are doing well. So as part of the schemes series, that is every week we take up 3 schemes, and today as part of the same I'll be taking you through MGNREG scheme, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Okay, why this scheme today when it is one of those schemes that has been launched long back, but still since it is in news currently, it was in news currently owing to the yearly wage card list that they release every year. The Ministry of Rural Development, which is the nodal ministry or the implementing ministry of this particular scheme, they update their wage card list for various states. Okay, so that was released very recently, and that would be applicable every year from 1st April 1st April, because of which this was in news. So hence we are going to look into those wage card and other details about this scheme, which particularly would be important for your examination. Completely in examination point of view, we will be looking into that. Now, what is applicability, or where does this scheme would help you? This would be helpful for you in your regular current affairs under the section latest government schemes, that is in phase 1, be it RBI Grade B or NABARD Grade A or B or various other competitive examinations. Wherever there is current affairs or general awareness, under that this would be helpful for you or useful for you. And this is also important as part of your ESI current affairs and ARD current affairs, because this particular scheme, it is exclusively run focusing on the rural India. So hence under the rural development part it would be important here. And ESI, because it focuses on various socially discriminated categories, or you can say socially weak categories of the people. So hence there also it would be important. And employment, they are providing employment, which again is part of one of the important topics under the economic and social issues. So in both the cases this would be important. So again this would be important under latest government schemes for phase 1 and phase 2 for currently RBI, NABARD and various other competitive examinations. Okay, with this introduction, let me start today's session. These are my credentials, you can go through it later as well. So MGNREG scheme, this was launched as part of the NREG Act, that is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, which was passed on 23rd August 2005. Later it was renamed as the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act in 2008. And based on this act only, the scheme was launched on 2nd Feb 2006. So please be very careful whenever they ask you question, when was this act enacted? It would be 2005 year. And when we talk about the MGNREG scheme, that would be, the launch year would be 2006. And it is a central sector scheme, that is the entire expenses are borne by the central government. But again there is a catch here, when the main aim of this is to provide 100 days, as you can see here, 100 days work guarantee, legally work guarantee for the rural poor. And there we have two kinds of works, unskilled work and semi-skilled or skilled work. If it is unskilled work, the entire expenses would be borne by the central government. If it is semi-skilled or skilled, then it would be shared between the central and the state government. Otherwise we can consider it as a central sector scheme. Implementing ministry or the nodal ministry, it is a Ministry of Rural Development, which is undertaking the working or running of this scheme on the ground level. And if you look at the latest budgetary allocations, the union government has allocated 86,000 crore for this country's guaranteed wage employment scheme in the interim budget for the year 2024-25. Okay, now what is a mandate? To provide legal guarantee of at least 100 days of guaranteed wage employment in a financial year to every rural household wherever the adult member volunteered to do unskilled manual work. And for regions affected by natural calamity or drought, in such cases, is not DROU, droughts. In that case, they will be provided with 150 days of work. And the key objectives include providing not less than 100 days of unskilled manual work wherever there is demand, strengthening the livelihood resource base of the poor especially, proactively ensuring social inclusion because everyone, it is open for all, strengthening the Panchayati Raj institutions because whatever the work that is being undertaken on the ground level, the base or the focal point for registrations of the people, for registration to take up this work and division of work, various others, that is the local gram panchayat. Okay, they are the ones, they're looking into this all work. Key features include, what are the key features? Central government bears 100% of the cost if it is unskilled labor. Central government bears only 75% of the cost. Rest has to be borne by the state government in case of semi-skilled and skilled labor. 1/3 of the total beneficiaries who undertake work under this MGNREGS scheme should be women. Mandatory social audit should be done in not more than 6 months so that they'll be knowing that everything is going as per the plan. And right to get 10% extra wage employment provided. See, when we talk about MGNREGS scheme, how exactly it works. The person, whoever wants to take up work under this particular program, he or she will get registered at the gram panchayat. Once the registration is done, later they will be provided with the job card. After that, they would enroll themselves for the work. This is how it is done. When they enroll themselves for any work, they'll see that the person, the nodal officer who is looking into that allocation, etc., he will see that the employment is provided to this particular enrolled person within 5 kilometers of the radius of their village. Okay, if in case it goes beyond 5 kilometers, obviously there would be whatever the wage that they have decided, there would be plus 10% over and above that. Okay, so beyond 5 kilometers, 10% extra wage would be provided. And according to section 3.3 of MGNREGA, there are various sections under this act under which workers are entitled to payment on a weekly basis. In any case, within a fortnight of the date after work is done, not beyond that. What will happen if they go beyond that? They have to pay 0.05% of the unpaid wages per day beyond the 16th day of the closure of the muster roll, and this is as per the provisions mentioned in Schedule 2 of MGNREG Act. And they will get unemployment allowance after submitting the application. See, registration होने के बाद job card मिलता है. After that, they have to submit an application seeking work under this program. If after submitting that, even if they are not able to provide any work within 15 days post submission of the application, then they will be getting some unemployment allowance as well. See, this is what the operational procedure is. Adult members of rural households submit their name, age, address with proof or photo to the gram panchayat. The gram panchayat registers these households after making an inquiry. Only after making an inquiry, they'll be registered and they'll be issued a job card. The job card contains the details of the adult member enrolled and his or her photo. Now this is done, after which this registered person can submit an application for work in writing, okay, for at least 14 days of continuous work, not less than that. So he or she will be applying for the work either to the panchayat or to the program officer who is overlooking the MGNREGS scheme work in the village. The panchayat or the program officer will accept the valid application and issue dated receipt of application, because from that only it would be counted 15 days. They have to provide the work within 15 days, otherwise they will get the unemployment allowance as well. Dated receipt of application letter providing work will be sent to the applicant and also displayed at the panchayat office. After that, they will be displaying, okay, this is a work that is going to be done. There are currently 10 broad categories of work in various cases. Agriculture, रोड लेइंग, कई सारे वर्क्स होते हैं. सो दे आर ऑल डिवाइडेड इनटू 10 ब्रॉड कैटेगरीज. एक्सक्लूसिवली एग्रीकल्चर और अलाइड वर्क के लिए 3 कैटेगरीज है वो, 3 ब्रॉड कैटेगरीज अंडर एग्री और अलाइड. If we take it all together, then it would be 10 under 10 broad categories the work is being provided to these people. Okay, these are the basic details of the MGNREG scheme. Now, as I've said earlier also, new wage rate that has been released very recently, and it is released every year, and from 1st April, and once that is released from 1st April, the new wage card, that rate would be applicable. Now, this new wage rates for MGNREG, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, is notified by Ministry of Rural Development. On what basis? Under subsection 1 of section 6 of MGNREG A, we are talking about, that is Act 2005. Now this, whatever the new wage rates that have been released, will come into force from April 1st, 2024. And how, on what basis they are done? It is revised every financial year based on change in consumer price index for agricultural labor. Okay, based on those, that CPI index of CPI, that AL, that is agricultural labor, these wage rates are decided, and it is applicable from 1st April of each financial year. However, there is one catch here. However, each state or union territory can provide wage over and above the wage rate notified by the central government from their own pocket. That all depends on that particular state. If they want to, they can give over and above the wage rates, whatever that has been decided by the central government. Okay, before going any further, I would like to request you all to please like this session and share this session with your friends as well, so that others can also know that there is a channel that is providing content for their exam preparation exclusively for the regulatory bodies examinations. Okay, now when we talk about this new wage rates that have been released very recently for the year 2024-25, as per the data that has been released, workers in UP and Uttarakhand have seen the lowest increase for 2024-25 compared to the previous year, while Goa is the state that has seen the highest increase at 10.6% over the previous year. जो last year के rates है उसके basis पे they will add 4 to 10% के base range में है इस बार, 3 to 10% I should say. Highest 10.6%. Otherwise, majority of them, normally it was between 3 to 10%. In 3 states, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana, they have experienced a hike over 10%. All these data would be important, especially this. Okay, highest and lowest. In 8 states, Haryana, Assam, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Rajasthan, Kerala, and Lakshadweep, it has witnessed a hike below 5%. Now, these are the new wage list. As you can see here, MGNREGA wages 2024-25 per day in rupees, and this is MGNREG's previous year ka hai, 2023-24. Okay, as you can see here, Goa has seen the highest with 10.6%. and UP and Uttarakhand the lowest 3.04 actually. यहाँ single digit decimal एक ही लिया है, so it is 3% that they are showing. Okay, 3 other states that is 10.3 Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Telangana. They have also, the hike was over 10%. Okay. Yes, this is the one latest MGNREGA wages based on CPI of agricultural labor. These wages are decided. Now, there are various other initiatives taken up under the MGNREG scheme. What are those? 1. MGNREGA mobile app. Now, this is a tool to get feedback on MGNREGA assets, whatever. See how the work is done. MGNREGA mein, whenever the person applies for work, they will be engaged in some asset creation like road laying or school building of schools or कुछ भी whatever the assets that are to be generated, that would be done. So now how we'll know whether the work is finished, how it is going, or whether it is good, bad, whatever, that all this app helps us to understand. And also these are geotagged with ISRO's Bhuvan map interface. That is, this is the exact location where the asset has been created. One can know that. How that is done? Again, a new geospatial planning portal, YuktDhara, which is again under the Bhuvan map interface of ISRO only, that was launched to help in facilitating the new MGNREG assets with the use of remote sensing and GIS based information. Why this is done? See, कई बार ऐसा होता है, it is a central sector scheme, but the work would be done in the respective state. So there should be government to government tagging and passing of information, etc. With this, that would be possible with this YuktDhara planning portal. And this is the joint efforts between ISRO and Ministry of Rural Development. Okay, now coming back to our NABARD mobile app, this actually has been developed by the Regional Office of National Informatics Center, which is in HP. Okay, that is, it's a collaboration between Ministry of Rural Development, NIC, that is National Informatics Center, and this is exclusively Himachal Pradesh ka jo regional office hai, that they have helped in developing this app, and they have taken the help of National Remote Sensing Center, which is in Hyderabad. So it is a collaborative effort of Ministry of Rural Development, National Informatics Center, and National Remote Sensing Center of Hyderabad. So all these would be important for you. And when we talk about the, अभी तो हो गया assets का, हमने देख लिया कि okay, these are the assets that are created, geotagging भी हो गई है with the help of Bhuvan app, under which again YuktDhara portal has been launched and all that. Now how does the attendance work all is done? That is done through the National Mobile Monitoring Service app, which was launched in 2021-22. Now this particular app permits taking real-time attendance of workers at the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme work sites along with geo-tagged photographs. This will help again in the social audit that is to be done. So this app aids in increasing the citizen oversight of the program and is one more step towards transparency and accountability, which is very, very important in this case. Another initiative taken under the MGNREGS scheme is the Project Unnati. Now this is a skilling project, that is to upgrade the skill base of MGNREGS beneficiaries so that they can improve their livelihoods. Now, see, a person has registered, applied for the work, he or she got the work, for a year they have done, and it has been observed that if they are provided, few persons from that, if they are provided with some skill based training, they'll be able to take their life ahead, a notch ahead, thereby earning more money. For that, what is needed? Some skill based training, right? So Project Unnati, it is a skilling project launched in 2020 exclusively for those unskilled MGNREGS workers who are working under the unskilled section. Okay, so here the selection criteria would be prioritized based on the socio-economic caste census deprivation data. Based on that, they will be picked, the candidates would be picked. Now how the skilling programs or skill training is provided? It is provided through Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana, the Rural Self-Training Institutes, that is RUDCETIs, etc., and the Krishi Vigyan Kendra. So the skill training would be provided with the help of these three agencies, so that the unskilled worker, यहाँ पे अगर 300 कमा रहा है तो maybe with this skilling he should be able to earn more, right? So for that, this project Unnati works. It provides training for at least one adult member of age 18 to 45 years old of a household who have already completed at least 100 days of work they should have completed in the previous financial year. Only those adults would be eligible for this particular program. Okay. Candidates during training, they'll be paid a stipend also, and the courses, the skill training courses would be to a tune of maximum period of 100 days, and for one program per household as per the wage rate prevailing in the concerned state or union territories. That is, they'll be provided with stipend. मतलब जैसे वो काम करने जाते तो they would have been paid some amount, the same amount on the same lines, amount would be paid to them in the form of stipend, so that during the time of skilling also they would be able to support their families. Okay, this project will remain effective till March 2025. So 2020 में ये launch हुआ था and it is going to be run till 2025. And for last year, that is financial year 2023, and financial year this year 2024-25, the total expected expenditure under this project Unnati is 215.46 crores. Okay. Important, again, all these points are very, very important because these are all the latest figures. Now, there is another initiative that has been taken under MGNREGS scheme only, that is Jaladoot. Now, what is this Jaladoot? The name itself suggests they are the messengers of water conservation. So here it is nothing but the systematic measurement of the existing depth of groundwater level on a broad basis. Majorly, this will help the government understand how the groundwater level can be improved. So here it is done in two times, that is the data is collected or the data captured twice, that is first pre-monsoon and post-monsoon. So pre-monsoon they'll capture the data, they have the devices etc. With the help of the devices, the Gram Sabha will one of the persons under this MGNREG only, they'll be looking into this groundwater level capturing. So they will capture the data, they'll record it. Okay, that is provided to the respective departments, that is the Ministry of Rural Development and various other ministries who are looking into the groundwater level this management and all that. And once they have that data, they'll be able to understand, okay, this is what that is happening. So accordingly, they will be looking into what initiatives or what more can be done to improve the groundwater level. That's the reason it is done twice, pre-monsoon and post-monsoon. So this will help how best the efforts have made or become fruitful. Okay, and here two ministries, they jointly developed an app as well to monitor this data on a continuous basis, and that is Ministry of Rural Development and Ministry of Panchayati Raj. They both have come together and jointly developed this app, Jaladoot app. Okay, and as I've said, to measure water level in a Gram Panchayat through 2 to 3 selected open wells, thereby that will help them work out on the policies that need to be taken so that this groundwater level can be improved. Because when we talk about this groundwater level, whatever the extractions that are being happening in India, more than 90% of the groundwater extracted, it is used for agriculture only. Only 10% of the extracted water is being used for other purposes. Okay, so here that has to be taken care of. Another initiative taken under MGNREG scheme is the Amrit Sarovar mission. Here it is to develop and rejuvenate 75 water bodies in each district of the country. That is, in every district they select few abandoned or not completely taken care of such water bodies, which if cleaned or developed or rejuvenated would help the local people a lot. So such kind of water bodies are selected, 75 water bodies in each district, and those would be developed and rejuvenated under this MGNREGS scheme. पहले हमने बताया था कि when we talk about MGNREGS scheme, there are various works that are provided, asset creation and all that, right? Under the same, people would participate in developing and rejuvenating these water bodies. Okay. आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव जो लास्ट ईयर हुआ था उसके बेसिस पे they have said that 75 water bodies in each district would be done under this program, and the target date was 15th August 2023, but still there is more than 1.6 lakh water bodies have been identified. Under that, almost close to 70k water bodies, the work development and rejuvenation work has been started, of which they were able to do, I think 60 plus k कुछ complete हुआ है. Still they are working. अब ये complete, though they have mentioned that to be completed by 15th August 2023, the work is yet to be completed. आप MGNREGA के साइट पे जाएंगे ना, there you will get this data, but still I have already mentioned everything. If you still want to go through that, you can go through that. And to lead to the creation of 50,000 water bodies. Now what will happen? This will help in developing close to 50,000 water bodies which with the size of an acre or more. So what will happen when this is done? Water can be stored on a large scale in various places, and that in turn would help the people who are residing in that area to take up various livelihood activities or utilize them for their regular purposes. Now the technical partner behind this program, that is monitoring जो कहाँ कहाँ है, because these are done pan India, जगह जगह पे होता है, so they have to be captured, geo tagged or remote sensing के through. They have to understand that all it is being done by the Bhaskaracharya National Institute for Space Application and Geoinformatics, that is BISAG-N. Ministries who are involved in this particular program, obviously MGNREGA scheme है तो Ministry of Rural Development तो रहेगा ही, Ministry of Jal Shakti भी है, Ministry of Panchayati Raj भी है, Ministry of Forest, Environment and Climate Change. So these are the 4 ministries who are involved directly under the Amrit Sarovar mission under MGNREGA scheme. And it refocuses with various other schemes like Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, and if there is any state level scheme as well, that also will be converged under this. And 15th Finance Commission grants are also being utilized under this Amrit Sarovar mission, etc. along with the MGNREGA scheme. Important, which are the other schemes or programs that are engaged in Amrit Sarovar mission. Another initiative taken under this MGNREGA scheme is the eSaksham program. It is a massive open online course which is being used for building the capacities of MGNREGA's technical functionaries like your Gram Rozgar Sevaks, barefoot technicians, technical assistants, engineers, etc. nationwide on the GIS based planning process. See, lot of people are involved in running this MGNREGA scheme on the ground level, right? So in order to help those people who are involved in this, like Project Unnati, it is for exclusively for those people who are engaged in the unskilled work, but others who are helping in running this scheme, they also require some upgradation, some capacity building that would be provided through this eSaksham. Actually, eSaksham courses, it is open for everyone, even you and me can also take. Okay. Objective, this is to provide financial literacy and facilitate delivery of financial services like savings, credit, insurance, pension, all these through this particular program to SHG members and the rural poor. And Saksham centers, that is Center for Financial Literacy and Service Delivery Saksham centers, they are the ones who act as one-stop solution or single window system for basic financial needs of SHG households in rural areas. This entire program is being managed by the SHG network itself at the cluster level with the help of trained community resource persons. Again, who are the ones that are providing training for these people. Now, where can you find all these content, the courses, the all that you can download the Saksham application, that is the app from where one can avail these online courses, especially focusing on financial literacy, and also it helps in facilitating the delivery of financial services to these SHG members and the rural poor. That will happen only when the technical functionaries, they have the knowledge, right? So that all would be carried out under this particular initiative, e-Saksham application. Now the latest data associated with MGNREGS, that is last year's data, that is 2023-24. Active workers 12.88 है, 8.11 crore, this is again crores, 8.11 crores assets are created, have been created till date, that is since starting. 295.62 crore percentage generated, that much work has been given. 2.23 crores individual category works. Individual category works भी होता है, like अगर आवास योजना, okay, आवास योजना में the person will build his own house, but for that he will, if the amount, the financial assistance would be provided, but on the other hand, if he keeps on doing that, who will feed the family? So under MGNREG scheme only, the person can build his own house or toilets, etc. And whatever days that he is engaged into that would be covered under MGNREGS under the individual category works, and amount would be paid accordingly. Okay, on the same lines, जितना भी उस state का the wage rate जितना भी होगा उसके basis पे pay हो जाएगा. DBT transactions to the tune of 50.19 crores it has happened. 6.18 crore households have been benefited under this MGNREGS for the year 2023-24. So this is all from my end. Now now the forum is open for your queries, questions. If you have any, all are welcome. Meanwhile, let me give you the answers for yesterday's questions, homework questions. As per the Happiness Index 2024, which is the most happiest and the least happiest countries in the world, that is, most happiest is Finland, least happiest is the Afghanistan. When do we celebrate International Day of Happiness, and what is the theme for 2024? March 20 is the day that is International Day of Happiness, and the theme for 2024 is Reconnecting for Happiness, Building Resilient Communities. Important. This would be important under the, as I've said, regular general awareness current affairs as well. Today's homework questions. The new wage rates for MGNREG scheme is notified by the Ministry of Rural Development. ये भी एक question आ सकता है, which ministry notifies that? Okay, under which section? Under subsection of which section? Sorry, यहाँ section मैंने miss कर दिया. Of MGNREGA 2005 Act के तहत ही होता है. So that I have mentioned here. Now you have to tell me under which section this is notified by the Ministry of Rural Development. एक तो हो गया first question. Second question, Ministry of Rural Development and Ministry of Panchayati Raj have jointly developed which app with an aim to measure the water level in Gram Panchayat through 2 to 3 selected open wells in each Gram Panchayat. Question can also be asked, Jaldoot app कौन किसने develop किया है? So in any ways, question can be asked. Here I am asking you about the app. तो मैंने answer भी बोल दिया बातों बातों में, if you haven't noticed. Yes, now the forum is open for your queries, questions, suggestions. Based on your suggestions and queries only, I'm picking the schemes and the reports. So don't feel that आपका advice या suggestion हम लोग लेते नहीं हैं. We definitely look into that. If not immediately, but for sure we'll look into that. Yes. Okay, I can't see. Thanks a lot, Arpan. Yes, since I'm not getting any queries as such, I'm winding up the session. So a quick recap we'll do. We have seen what exactly is MGNREGA scheme, when it was launched, that five वो होता है ना, when, where, what, why, how. Okay, all that we have discussed in this, and we have also seen the latest various initiatives that have been taken under the MGNREGS, the latest wage cards, the list, what is the highest, which state has the highest wages provided under this, which state has the least provided, all that we have seen. Okay, so this is all from my, sorry, I didn't look into that. Now we have seen only the percentage increase. Now let's have a quick look at that as well. सी रिकैप करने से ये फ़ायदा हो जाता है. 322, 324. I think दादरा एंड नागर हवेली it has the highest, है ना? No, yes, no, 356. गोवा has 374. हरियाणा, क्योंकि मैंने भी ये नहीं देखा था, जस्ट नाउ मुझे अभी लगा था कि वी शुड लुक इन द 37. हरियाणा हैज़ द हाइएस्ट MGNREGA वेजेस फॉर द ईयर 2024-25. ये क्वेश्चन भी इम्पॉर्टेंट रहेगा. ओके, सो 240, 234, 234. सॉरी, 234 एक मुझे लीस्ट मिला अभी तक. यस, फॉर अरुणाचल प्रदेश एंड नागालैंड इट हैज़ द लीस्ट सेकेंड. सॉरी, मैंने पहले नहीं देखा था ये. आई एम रियली सॉरी फॉर द goof up. बिल्कुल मेरे दिमाग में नहीं आया था. उसके बाद 237, आई थिंक 237 यही है. यस, 237 विथ उत्तर प्रदेश एंड उत्तराखंड थर्ड, मतलब लोएस्ट से. ओके, फर्स्ट हाईएस्ट इज हरियाणा. ओके, लोएस्ट इज नॉट सेकेंड, सॉरी, lowest, highest. These two would be important. मैं PDF में highlight कर दूँगी so that you need not look into this data again, because the most important that is we require is the highest and the lowest. I'll highlight in the PDF. Okay, so with this हमने highest और lowest क्या wages है आज के डेट में अंडर MGNREG वो भी हमने देख लिया है, along with the highest and least percentage increase over the previous years. Okay, yes, thank you very much for the patience that you have shown. Thanks a lot. So see you all tomorrow morning 9 AM with MCQs discussion that we are having on a daily basis. Thank you very much once again. Have a great day ahead. Please take good care of yourself. Bye bye.